Another principle of behaviorism is called reinforcement. And we use reinforcement when we are trying to increase a behavior. So increasing behaviors that you want to see more of or that you actually want to start takes reinforcement. And there are two kinds of reinforcement: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is exactly what it sounds like. It feels good. It's positive. You want more of that reinforcement, so you do the behavior more. Someone smiles at you, you tell more jokes. If someone gives you a hug every time you smile, you're going to want to do that more. So reinforcement is you go in and give someone attention, or you say something, give a positive feedback or something like that, reinforces the behavior of what they're doing. There are three important things that I want to mention about reinforcement. One is timing. Your timing is really, really important. So think about, when are you giving that reinforcement? You don't really want to do it 2 hours later, 3 hours later. You want to try to do it in the moment. The closer the reinforcement is to the behavior, the more likely it is to increase. The second idea is that we want to be careful to be non-judgmental. And believe it or not, when we praise people, which feels like a reinforcement, you're doing such a good job, I'm so happy with, the way you cleaned up your room, then that's a judgment. And the judgment is not the same as a reinforcement that is feedback, because the judgment is about how I feel, not about how the other person's behaving. And so they become people pleasers with too much praise and judgment. Praise is a form of judgment. So try to be, in your positive reinforcement, non-judgmental. The third one, we have timing, we have be non-judgmental, and we want to reinforce the effort, not the outcome. So that's also really important. Reinforce the effort, which is about how hard someone studied or how much they worked, instead of the grade they got. Okay, so those are three ideas of positive reinforcement. The last thing is negative reinforcement, and that's when you get relief. And by getting relief, you want to continue the behavior. So the best example I know is the seatbelt buzzer that goes off when you get in the car. You don't want to hear that buzzer. You put your seatbelt on. That's a negative reinforcer. You want to stop the reinforcer because it's negative. When you do the behavior, you get relief from the negative reinforcer. Okay, that's reinforcement. Go try a little reinforcement to increase some behaviors.